wow. Yeah, that's what it looked like if I put some effort into the title sequence. Right. So, it is a Sunday morning, and in just a few hours' time, there will be a game going on at my place. Here are some miniatures that will be in the game. That is Jin, who is a fire Jin. There is Zilindoni, and Big Shadow of my hand. Yeah, you can see the bard there is L. Then we got Hlekia, Tia, we got the pack horse, which I don't think they've named yet. We have an NPC called Brother Patrick. We have Hercule, the halfling. New player, new character, and Veronica. I think that's everyone. I might have missed someone else. No, that's everyone who's going to be in today's game. And here, partly set up because they have already explored some of it, is today's dungeon. Now, I've wanted to do videos before a game for a while now to sort of show off what a game is like. But what I do is I build each bit of the dungeon as they explore it. So if I've done a video at the beginning of another game where they hadn't explored the dungeon yet, you'd just be looking at an empty board. As it is, you are looking at not brilliant lighting conditions, I've got to say. Shall I do a quick jump cut while I open the blind so I can get some more light in here, see if that helps? Hey, that's mildly better, isn't it? Yeah. Right. Okay, so here's the dungeon. If I stand a little better, the lighting tends to come out better on your PC screen than it does on my phone while I'm filming. So let's do a quick tour, shall we? So, entranceway here, and sort of side chamber here. Little statue there. Broken pots, because Hlekia's been in this room before. Okay. Use blue tack to make a diagonal wall. Corridor there. There's the corridor. Which had a trap in it, which has been disarmed by setting fire to it, but maybe the residents of the dungeon reset it, since the players will find out today. It's not really a spoiler, because by the time this goes up, I'm not going to be uploading this during the game, because I'll need my phone for other reasons, including taking pictures of the game that's going on. So this will probably be uploaded on a Monday afternoon or something. Right, I was trying to do a tour, wasn't I? Yep, so corridor, and that goes through this partly flooded central chamber. Look at that, there's water in there. Yeah. And there's 3 pillars at the moment, but there was 4. Now there is 3 due to the antics of last game, and the remains of a wooden bridge which once stretched between the tops of these pillars would have supported the floor above when the temple was more intact. But now the floor is missing and the pillars merely support little bits of rubble. And that water, I've described the game as being between sort of knee and waist height, depending how much rubble's below it in places. A little bit of text there, that will become important to the adventure. And up from here is the what I call the bridge chamber. Cool thing with the light is, yeah, I'm sure what you can see down into there. So it's the bridge chamber with a sort of wooden bridge which came down on the ceiling from chains, but then the machinery that brought it down broke. Now due to the lighting, I don't know whether you can see this, but there's a lever there which I'm very pleased with. This actually does stuff. It's got magnets, so it flicks. It's inspired by Legend of Grimrock. I'll get some lighting in there and show you guys that. Maybe I'll show it in another video. Scattered around is the remains of the machinery which would have raised and lowered the bridge. As it happened, it lowered the bridge once and then broke last game. There's a door. And a big ruined hole in the wall leading down to a cave area, which I'm also not sure if you can see due to the lighting. More broken pots in there. Go. A little bit beyond the cave, a little archway there, and a chamber with chests and more broken pots. I put some bloodstain tiles down this time because these are the areas where some combat happened. See, there we go, where combat happened. So, go back up through the dungeon. It's the upper part of the central chamber here. The collapsed bridge would have spanned all the way, well, it did span all the way across there until last game when it was collapsed by our heroes. And up here is, yeah, the upper main chamber, fountain there, pillars, and bits they haven't explored. So they caught a glimpse of the inside of this cave area here, but they don't know what's in there yet, and I've got more stuff to put down here when they get into that bit. And likewise, there's another cave area down there they haven't explored yet, so just put in the sort of rocky steps leading down into it, but there's other stuff to go in this empty area of board here. And if you're following me on Facebook, you might see photos of all this in the game. Afterwards, that's a terrible sentence. After the game, you might see photos of all this and what happens. Or you might have already seen them, depending on when I put this video up. Anyway, thought you guys might enjoy a video of one of my dungeon setups while I've got time, space and relative dimensions in which to do it. Right, so we just got past the 8.5 minute mark there. Yeah, that's what the table looks like. That's the map. It's the map I drew from which to build this dungeon. This may not mean much to anyone else, but this tells me which components to use and where. And over here, behind my GM screen, cheesy homemade GM screen, 3 bits of laminated A4 onto which I printed some old artwork from I think Advanced Hero Quest and something else. Yeah, I'll Photoshop that together just so I had a nice thing to put on my GM screen. That's a few years old now. Anyway, behind the GM screen is my sorting tray, and this has monsters and bits of furniture for the encounters they will encounter later during their encounters. Got the troglodytes. If you've been following my videos, you've seen those, seen work in progress of those. Some of my skeletons there. Oh, they're a few years old now. They're They're from a unit of skeletons from my Warhammer army back when I did that. And we've got a couple of flaming skeletons over there, out of, was it Castle Ravenloft, the board game that had those in? I think it was one of that series. We've got some Mantic Skeleton Archers there. Have some Tomb Guards, which are converted from the Death Knights, which came in the Dragonstrike board game. Got a Bronze Warrior there. That's a Toy Knight, which to me looks very much like a sort of slightly scaled up copy of the newer Chaos Warriors Games Workshop did. Got those from a charity shop for very, very little. Got a huge bag of them. They're slightly rubbery plastic. Nice stuff though. Painted up quite well, and yeah, for the purposes of this game, this guy is a animated bronze statue of a warrior. Bits for prison cells there. Prisoner NPC there. A dead prisoner skeleton. Bits of rubble there, which can be in other rooms. Got my water weird and the font he comes in. So Mage Knight Dungeon Pools there. Oh, these are nice pieces. Yeah. Is this the one of these I converted? One of them. Oh no, they're both converted. Yeah. These have a nice illusion of depth, and they're silver painted underneath, and the majority of it's made of this translucent blue plastic, and it sort of reflects back under the water, gives it a bit of artificial depth. Very nice. It's the larger pool from the same set, same idea. Just a nice little effect that I've started to have a go at replicating that on some other pieces. I might talk about that in another. I dropped the phone there. I fully dropped the phone there, and I'm not going to bother editing that out. Wow. Yeah. Don't know how I managed that. Seems to still be working fine. Right. Yeah, there's some other stuff. Big piles of treasure for the final chamber. More pots for Lekia to break. Oh, the slimes there. You've got the three are made out of nutshells, and one are made a long, long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, out of millipots. There's, oh, what do we call it? I call those Grakes in my game. I can't think what they're called in D&D. It's not even really one of those. It's the Reaper version. This is a metal one, but this is available in bones if you like it and you want to buy it. Reaper miniatures is a thing. Oh, there's yeah, talking of bones, there's one converted and one unconverted mimic. Keep these around because I've got a sort of random event mimic card for my chests, so yeah, tend to always have these out. Some frog bones as well, those bugs, and oh, what else did I show you? More treasure. These are resin pieces from Scotia Grendel. Couple of metal pieces that I think are from Rapatha Europe. At least one of those is. The other one might be from something else. Very old Citadel Lone Wolf miniature there. It's the big lizard thing for those of you who don't know. That's it's a Gorgaz lizard from the Lone Wolf series. They're very old Citadel miniature, that one. I had to convert my own poleaxe from the character. The original one was missing when I got it. That is one of the first miniatures I ever owned. Right there, and I will not go into its history right now. I'm just sort of showing you stuff here some giant bats, Citadel. You know what? 14 minutes, coming on 15 minutes. I'm going to stop now. Probably should have stopped and dropped the phone, really. Yep. So, I hope you enjoy this when it goes up. Hope I actually get to see this video, because if I drop the phone, something's gone horribly wrong. That may be the last video I make with the phone. It seems to be working fine. Anyway, yeah, no Duplo bricks this time. They're in that box there. Yeah. So, yeah. Dungeon stuff. Game going on in a bit. Like, subscribe, ring the bell, tickle the ferrets, and all the other things you're supposed to do after you watch YouTube. Goodbye, and I need a goodbye catchphrase.